Alright, what's going on? It's Bobby Skinner talking Giants through another draft film breakdown, and we're looking at the Giants' final pick of their draft in Darrian Beavers, the linebacker out of Cincinnati. 6'4", 237 pounds. He's a big, thumping linebacker. Put up good production for Cincinnati after transferring from UConn. Like this past season, he had 98 tackles, 4 sacks, 11 tackles for a loss and a pick. He's that big, thumping, two-down linebacker. He uses good hands. Like he just has a natural ability to shed blockers head up. In the pass rush, like he has some edge reps, so he can be a little bit of a hybrid out there, and we're going to go through that. In coverage, never going to be a strength. He can do his spot drops, but like they're not going to put him in man coverage. You know, he's not going to be a huge advantage in zone coverage, but he can do his job adequately. But again, never be an advantage. And then athletically, there's plays where it's like, okay, he doesn't have the greatest athleticism, and I know you'll all will share his relative athletic score, but I think the tape tells a story of a guy who maybe is not the fastest out on the corners. But again, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. I've been forgetting to ask people to do that on these draft breakdowns, so that's big for this. So like and subscribe. Check out the rest of the playlist, but let's get into it. Darrian Beavers, number 0 out of Cincinnati linebacker. So we're going to go through his run defense and his ability to shed blockers. So again, he's lined up here, number 0. You see the strength, and again, this is the tight end, but still, just get into his gap, get low, put that shoulder in, knock back, use that right hand to fling him off, help with a tackle. Just all one good movement. Bam, bam, there, tackle. Next rep lined up right here. And he's not Micah McFadden when it comes to shooting gaps, but with his strength, he can open up the shoulders of offensive linemen and get in there. He's not going to get lateral and chase a guy down and have those tackle for a losses from shooting gaps, but he's going to set it up for other guys, like on this play. He's playing his gap, reads his keys. This offensive lineman comes late, opens up the shoulders. Now the running back has to bounce. Set the play up for somebody else to make the play. Forces that running back to bounce. Kyron Williams, the running back from Notre Dame, makes a good play on it. Now that I'm thinking of it, I forgot to get the sky view of this play because the cameraman just flat out sucks. But he does a really good job just ripping through this offensive lineman. But you're going to have to trust me because just know that he got there for a reason, because I forgot to do the sky view, and the cameraman at Cincinnati honestly might be one of the worst cameramen in the league. Next rep, we're lined up here. Again, behind the big camera at Notre Dame, which is kind of frustrating. Shoot the gap. Again, make the play for somebody else. He knows he's got to get there. Take that right hand. He's already late. Rip through. Get penetration. Now he's got some room to go. But Beavers does his job. Instead of this offensive lineman being able to take this and wash it down and make it an easy look, that initial penetration allows this linebacker to, if he could, do a better job, scrape over and make a play. But he's not able to. But again, good job by Beavers. Here we got him lined up right here. Again, behind a freaking camera. My God. Gap shooting. Make the play for somebody else. Get downhill. Get low. Take that left hand, that left arm, and rip through. Rip through, and that allows these guys to come make the tackle. Just natural power. Bam, we're opening that hip up, other guy. And, again, decent athleticism inside between the tackles, moving forward. This next one, again, this is where the athleticism thing, and again, this isn't the greatest, but Brian Robinson's kind of a power back. This isn't like Jameson Williams running the ball for them. But what you like, get to a spot, use the left hand, rip through, bam, you're unblocked. You're unblocked. Deconstruct that block quickly and easily. Again, you want to see some more athleticism out on the corners. Next one. And then, again, you're going to see some missed tackles. It's a missed tackle. He's got to have that. But a good job taking on the block. You see the hand. Watch the hands. Bam. Disengage. And he should have a nice run stop. But he's not able to wrap up on this tackle. But it's a good way. Engage, disengage, bam. But he's got to make that tackle. That one's not due to athleticism. That was just a bad tackle effort. Here, just some good IQ stuff. He's two-gapping. And what two-gapping means is he's responsible for this gap and this gap. So get behind that defensive tackle you've got. Wait for him to make his move. Bam, meet him down. Meet him in the hole. Run stop. You know, he's not overselling when he sees this and just goes and allows this cutback right here. Good run stop for Darrian Beavers. Lined up here on this one. Again, he's not a part of this play. But just watch the quick block deconstruction. Simple. Take that left, stab with the right, left hand swipe. Bam, we've got a head heavy offensive lineman on the ground. So that's what he's best at, and that's the basis of when you're looking at Darrian Beavers. That's what you like about him, is he's able to play in between the tackles and deconstruct blocks. And there still is a lot of value in that in the league. He's not going to be the greatest add on third down from that stack linebacker spot, but he does some really good stuff on first and second down. Here, just bring the pop to this tight end. Get low, push him back, get your helmet inside. Bam, be a part of a tackle. Be a nice run stop for Darrian Beavers and company. So that's that's what he is as there. And then again on this one, you're going to see where some of the athleticism worries show up. And right here, you got to go. So he's a little late to pull the trigger on this. But just easily beats him down to the corner. And I guess that could be seen as nitpicking, but those are big differences, NFL linebackers make that play a lot of the times. Now we're going to go through some of his edge reps. Again, he is versatile to where you can line him up out on the edge. He's never going to be some great pass rusher, but he can play the run well, and he can add some pass rush value, as we'll see in this rep. Watch him get around the corner for a sack. Lined up right here over the left tackle. Press upfield. Use that right hand to attack the back. Left hand ripping through. Get lateral. Sack. Sack from the edge. And that's a quick sack too, man. This isn't some coverage sack. We're getting there. We're getting there in less than 3 seconds. And again, this isn't versus, slapping Dick, Mary of Western Connecticut to college. This is Notre Dame. Here we got him lined up on the edge again. Working outside in. Set it up. Bam. Power. Left hand ripping through. Good rep. The ball gets out, but that's a good rep. That's a hell of a catch and throw and catch. Here versus the run. Set the edge. Disengage. Set that edge. Running back's bouncing. Rip those arms off you. Help out with a nice run stop. Here versus Alabama. Work outside in, baby. Tackle for a loss versus Alabama. Watch the power in those hands. Violent. Bam. Right hand. Bam. Now we get ourselves a tackle for a loss versus freaking almighty Alabama. Here versus Temple. Push the corner. Attack that outside shoulder. Push the gate open. I think they credited him with a sack on this, even though he gets tackled by some guy down here. Did he get the ball? I don't know. No, the offensive lineman got it. So again, that's how he has as a pass rusher. I don't think you're going to line him up on third downs and put him out there with Azeez Ojolari and Kayvon Thibodeau. But again, he has that versatility that where if you want to run a three-stack linebacker set, where you can go and put him out there on the edge, and have some versatility, and that's something that Wink Martindale would I'm sure would like. And then on that first and second down, like we went before, he's a good thumping. He's got good strength, and he's going to deconstruct blocks. He's not going to embarrass offensive linemen with his speed, but he has that ability to shoot those gaps and open the gate and use his power. Just got a few coverage reps. I kind of show you. This is kind of the extent of his ability in coverage lined up here. Again, just doing his job. Not going to be some huge advantage. You watch Micah McFadden in coverage, in the breakdown. Check it out. Like, there's some fun stuff. With Beavers, it's not that. Play a spot. You got a drag route, come up and play it. Simple stuff, does his job. There's not really embarrassing reps. There's some, when he's lined up wide when they split the running back out. But again, you're never going to put Beavers in that situation in the NFL. This next play lined up right here. They're going to run smash, which is a high-low read. Play the low. Play it. And then you allow these guys to cloud this wide receiver. Coverage sack. Good stuff. Here, just play it. Again, simple stuff. That's the kind of the extent of his in coverage. But again, you watch him in coverage, you don't see like horrible reps, and it's good on Cincinnati for not putting him in bad situations. But he does have some limitations when it comes to coverage. He's never gonna be an advantage in coverage. So obviously we all like this pick, Darrian Beavers. A lot of people had him projected in like third round. I felt like late fourth is where I was comfortable with him. But again, in the sixth round, man, that's some pretty damn good value. So Darrian Beavers, check out the playlist. You'll see it on the screen right now. Check out the playlist for all the other draft breakdowns. If you want to hear just our analysis on all the draft picks, check out the draft recap podcast. Check out the whole channel. Like, subscribe to the damn thing. It's simple enough. Appreciate you guys. See you on the next one. Until then, let's go Big Blue.